Okay, so it's finally here. It is finally here. Let me change the volume a little bit. It is finally here, and it is the actual trailer for Human Torch for Marvel Rivals. I'm actually very surprised that it came out today, and I was playing Marvel Rivals like a couple of minutes ago. So let's see how good it is. Let's see how good we got it right now. Let's do it. Okay. Oh damn. Duelist.
Human Torch in the house, yo.
Yo.
You don't look so hard.
Oh, he flies in the air. Okay.
Boom goes the meteor.
Ooh, that's gonna be pissy. That's gonna piss off a lot of people. Not just a fire thing, but I'm talking about in general.
You don't look so hot.
The fact that you see that ability where it stays. It's like if you ever play Paladins, there's a character that throws a fire bottle on the floor and then you take burning damage. That's gonna piss off a lot of people. I know they will.
Boom goes the meteor.
Oh, okay, like a touchdown right there.
No applause.
Oh, it pushes back too. Okay, so you saw that right there. Look at that.
Applause.
Oh, let me go back. And boom, Loki goes back in Mantis. And, okay,
No applause.
interesting.
Dodge this.
Ooh. I'd really hope. Oh, whoa. Did he shoot in those areas and then it was a thing? Let me see.
Dodge this.
Unless that's weird. Hold on, wait. Oh no, he shot the torches right here.
Dodge this.
And that's an interesting thing about.
Brightest in the sky.
Okay, so that's where you would have to. Will people have to capture that area and then they could get burned by it? That's interesting.
Supernova. Firestorm. Flame on.
People are gonna hate him. Ooh, tanks are gonna fucking hate him. Especially if you're Captain America, they're gonna fucking hate him.
Firestorm.
And he does it with Storm. Oh my god.
Flame on.
He has a combination with Storm. That's interesting. That is interesting. We haven't gotten the trailer for Thing yet, which I'm gonna possibly do. But holy crap.
Whether you need a
Alright, let's see this right. Let's see the season 1.5 up there.
As we kicked off the exhilarating first half of season 1, we were thrilled to welcome even more players to
Nice.
the Marvel Rivals community.
Alright, go on. What you got for me, my
We
friend?
united with the Fantastic Four to take the fight to Dracula.
Okay. Now we get new maps. Alright, that's great.
In the second half of season 1, the remaining two family members will be joining the fray, the Thing and the Human Torch. First up, we've got the Thing. He's a powerhouse vanguard, always ready for action. Whether you need a strong defensive wall or a fierce frontline fighter, he's your go-to guy. And then
Okay.
there's the Human Torch. He's a
Which we
blazing
just saw the
fury
trailer.
who's here to light up the skies and scorch his enemies with his fiery style. He jumps through the air like a comet and brings the heat when you need a true aerial ace. His presence will certainly ignite the battlefield. But that's not all. Prepare to explore the sinister depths of the Empire of Eternal Night in our new map, Central Park. Venture into this haunted terrain, now dominated by Dracula's vampire legions. rescue Retatoska, the Asgardian squirrel god of Yggdrasil, and embark on a daring raid of Dracula's castle to vanquish the darkness and end the eternal night.
What are we doing with competitive mode? I want to see
Since
this.
Season 1 launched, we've seen an incredible surge of excitement for competitive play. As we head into the second half of the season, we are rolling out some exciting updates and balance adjustments that are sure to shake things up.
Okay.
To that end, we have decided to implement certain adjustments
What we
to
got?
the competitive mode. The first half of Season 1 will conclude on February 21st, 2025 at
Which
8 a.m.
is
UTC plus
this
0.
Friday.
At that time, rewards
This Friday.
will be issued, including the Gold Rank costume, Crest of Honors for those in Grandmaster and above, and the Crest of Honor for the top 500.
Okay.
When the second half of Season 1 kicks off, players will retain their ranks and scores from the end of the first half. To qualify for new rewards, simply complete 10 matches in competitive mode and meet the necessary conditions by the end of the second half.
Okay.
These rewards will include an all-new Gold Rank costume and a variety of Crests of Honor, featuring distinct designs for Grandmaster, Celestial, Eternity, and One Above All.
There's one thing that I did miss is that even if you were 9 Grandmaster, you did get like a little stamp in Overwatch or like a little spray in Overwatch 2 that says that you were in this season. But I think they should add that in for even the lower players. But that's just me.
We've heard your feedback about access kernel tokens and how frustrating it can be when they don't carry over. So, we are excited to announce a brand new redemption system. Now, you can convert those access kernel tokens into units. If you purchase the Luxury Battle Pass and redeem all its rewards, you will be able to convert any leftover kernel tokens for units at a specific ratio. We want to make sure that your gaming experience is marvelous, and that you never feel like you are unrewarded for your efforts.
So any of the chrono tokens, I think, can actually be transferred over into the blue currency. That is actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy to see that. Because there's a whole bunch of them, and then they had to reset the whole thing where, it was like, oh, you can't have this anymore because you're starting a new battle pass.
Now, let's talk tournaments.
Okay.
We've heard your excitement and questions about our plans for Marvel Rivals tournaments since launch.
Okay.
And we are thrilled to see such a passionate community. A thriving player base is the lifeblood of any great game, and we are pumped to see that our in-client tournament, the Marvel Rivals Championship, has maxed out its faction registration in North America.
In true honesty, I think this game needs a lot of a bunch of like pro players. But here's my thing. I feel like, because a lot of the players do come from the Overwatch 2 area, a lot of these Overwatch 2 toxic pro players, like especially what Fuel was, characters like people like in Seoul and I believe in other areas, like doing things like getting paid to boost accounts, Fuel with their poor sportsmanship, and exactly why XQC is no longer part of them. I really think it's going to be somewhat of a issue, because it's going to be weird that you get people who are coming from Overwatch, because a lot of Overwatch players move to this spot and they're going to be doing the negative. I really hope it's a lot better than what Overwatch community has provided.
After the upcoming updates in the second half of Season 1, we will be increasing the limit. As anticipation reaches a fever pitch, brace yourselves for a series of Marvel Rivals Invitationals set to kick off at the end of February and continue into March. Now let's turn it over to Zhiyong, who's ready to share the latest balance adjustments for the second half of Season 1.
let me say that. And what's up, Jiyoung? I'm saying right now, the balancing on this game has been a lot better than what it is. Um, I'm going to comment on this real
Hey
quick.
Rebels, I'm Zio. Today we are diving into some exciting balance changes coming up for the second half of Season 1.
I want to say this. I keep on saying this, but I think this is actually very impressive to me. These guys learn one language and then they learn multiple languages doing this and trying to like converse with us or converse with other people in other countries. I think that's very, very cool. I think that's very awesome, especially like I know that these two developers are from another country and it must be really difficult for them to like try to do the best they can in English. But the fact that they actually learned a different language to try to converse with the community is actually really, really great. I think that's really, really cool. And especially when they know like probably multiple different languages to talk about it. I have to say that's very impressive, and that's smarter than I am. I only know two languages, and that's English and Spanish. I don't know if these devs probably know more than that, but as I said, I think that's very impressive that they actually do that just to communicate with us. That's very kind, and that's very generous of them to do something like that.
They are sure to shake things up on the battlefield.
The balance odyssey begins. Okay.
First off, let's talk about the journey we have had so far. The first half of Season 1 has given us some thrilling changes compared to Season 0.
Okay.
We have seen more duelist heroes in competitive like Storm and Squirrel Girl really shine, while Hela and Hawkeye have cooled down a bit, finding
Alright.
a better balance. And let's not forget the balance changes at the start of the season and the addition of Invisible Woman. Together, they have revitalized the strategies matter and given players more options. These changes are undoubtedly a win for all.
But that doesn't give people a lot more chances to go ahead and choose all these roles. And I don't really want to roll queue, but it seems like because if they want proper balance or even better balance of what they do, they might have to implement it. Simply because of this. Think about it this way. If I want to go ahead and try to give a Vanguard a lot more or push compared to the other Vanguards, and then like another duelist more pushed than the other duelist, or a strategist more than the other duelist. The reason why the roll queue is there is to go ahead and actually put some proper balance for a specific role. But otherwise, without the roll queue, this game is actually doing really, really fine. So I don't think we're gonna really need it, but in my opinion, I think it provides better nerfing and buffing. But that's just me.
But hold on, there are a few challenges we have noticed that we are ready to tackle to make your gameplay even more epic.
Okay.
The triple strategies lineup has been gaining ground, especially among the upper ranks. For us, it's been great to see so many different team compositions out there, proving that victory isn't just about the classic 2-2-2 lineup. But here's the catch. The quick ultimate recharge for strategies like Clock and Dagger and our mischievous friend Loki has led to some oppressive moments. A triple strategist setup often means at least one ultimate counters a Vanguard or Duelist's ultimate, which may slow down the game's pace. We want every match to feel exhilarating.
A slow game is not a bad thing. That's the thing. You see, that's where the devs are wrong. So here's where you're wrong on this one. A slow game is not always a bad thing. Having a fast game is good, but if you have actual pushback to go ahead and compete, it actually shows a lot of competition from both teams and a lot of the areas where people are putting out so much. So in my opinion, I think when people are trying to go ahead and be like, oh, this game is too long, I think people are just really overreacting. I think people just need to understand that sometimes these games will end up having a major pause because you're going to get a lot of pushback from the opposite team. That's just how it is.
Not draw out. That's why in our upcoming changes, we will be bumping up the energy costs for those frequent ultimates. We will also be giving some targeted nerfs to certain strategies ultimates. Yep, Cloak and Dagger, I'm looking at you. While reducing the ultimate energy costs of some of our vanguards and duelists, like Venom and Magic, making it easier for them to unleash their powers. Don't worry though, we are not trying to completely shatter that 3 strategies playstyle.
Right.
We are just looking to bring
Yeah,
in
Venom
more
and Magic
options
need
for
that-
fun
needed that buff.
counterplays and amp up the excitement.
Yeah, Venom and Magic really need that buff. The change to Cloak and Dagger, I don't see the reason for it. You see what the problem is? I think a lot of people take the upper ranks more, like their voice more popular compared to like all the ranks, where it shouldn't be like that. I don't think the upper ranks should make what the nerfing and buffing is about, because then somebody's gonna go ahead and point out something about a character being overpowered in the upper ranks, and mostly in this on the upper ranks where it's not compared to the other ranks. I think that's really bad for nerfing and buffing. I think some people need to let go of that mindset real quick, because in a sense, when people do that, like when you see someone dominating the lower ranks, but then you're like, oh, but it's not good in the upper ranks, that's in a sense of like manipulating, and that's like, in my opinion, I think that's fucking gaslighting for other actual players that don't really see the problem with the characters. But that's just me.
Now, let's chat about vanguards.
Alright.
Throughout the first half of Season 1, Doctor Strange and Magneto remain the most mainstream vanguard chassis, dominating the scene, whether it's a single or double shield lineup. These guys have been the go-to war, soaking up damage and effectively resisting enemy damage pressure. And with the triple strategies lineup enjoying enhanced survivability. But we want to shake things up a bit. We are planning to dial back the survivability of Doctor Strange and Magneto to keep things.
I guess that's good. I guess that because a lot of the vanguards really don't see that much, especially Cap or sometimes Thor. Yeah, you will get a lot of good Caps and good Thors, but it's just like very rare in certain areas.
Interesting. Plus, we will be boosting some of our movement tabs vanguards, and we are super excited to introduce our newest hero, the Thing. Get ready for a fresh take on battle dynamics.
Okay. Tailored hero adjustments. Let's see what we got.
We have been closely analyzing pick and win rates across all tiers, using battle data and battle rates for our top tier heroes.
Okay.
With all this information in hand, we are making some targeted adjustment to certain characters.
Now, let me say this. I know you guys probably not going to agree with me, but in my opinion, if there's a ban system in past plat, I think the ban system should be removed. If you guys don't want roll queue, then you should not have a ban system. If you guys don't want, certain areas with that, you should not have a ban system. I've heard the reasoning excuses like, oh, there are some characters that is not fun to play against. Too fucking bad. Like, it's depending on how good you are with the characters. Get good. If you think that a ban system is good for this game or any games like Overwatch, I'll highly disagree with you. I think that's very, very bad for this game. I personally would have taken it out. I think a lot of people don't understand that, well, this character doesn't take skill. Well, duh. Some characters take more skill than others. It's the same thing for Overwatch. But then at one point, when you see someone who is dominating the characters that don't take skill because they're good with their character or they understand what the other character does, then guess what? It shouldn't be no problem. It shouldn't be no issue. Like, it makes sense. Like, if I'm doing things like the Scarlet Witch ability, everybody should know to move the hell out of the way, not go towards the damn Scarlet Witch freaking bomb. So that's just me.
For example, Storm is getting a moderate trick to help her find that perfect balance again.
Which I don't think she needs that, because it actually brought up her actual her ability to be played a lot more. I think she should leave her alone.
Also, Moon Knight's ultimate is also getting a moderate trick to help him feel more balanced.
Yeah, he needed a nerf. He needed a major nerf. As a Moon Knight main, he needed a nerf. It was majorly amount towards that because his ultimate would wipe out people. It would be so easy to wipe out people with that because some people, I don't know why, some people just walk in towards the ultimates because sadly Marvel Rival players and Overwatch players are not that bright. But let's continue. Balanced schedule. Alright, let's see.
Now, let's talk about the balanced schedule. We know it's been a bit longer than we wanted, and that's made it tough to tackle some big issues this season. So here's our plan.
Okay.
We are sticking to our overall balance adjustment schedule and rolling them out with our big updates for the first and second halves of each season.
Okay.
But going forward, we will also be keeping an extra close eye on the game environment throughout each half season. If we spot any urgent issues, we will swoop in with one quick, smaller adjustment to keep everything running smoothly. Much like Collector observed the innumerable matches,
Okay.
we will mainly be observing and only interfere during the season when necessary.
I like how they go ahead and put in like these small puns or like these small like type of inserts. It's like, oh, we're gonna try to nerf some of these strategists. Like you, Cloak and Dagger. I'm looking at you, Cloak and Dagger. Like I think that's actually pretty cool.
We are committed to being careful with these changes
Okay.
because we want to keep the game to have a stable play environment.
Okay. Hero pick and win rates. Okay.
We will soon be updating the website with the pick rates and win rates for the first half of Season 1. After that, we will drop the balance adjustment announcement for the second half of the season. Keep your eyes peeled for those official updates.
That's a good thing because if they do that, then they can actually do some nerfing and buffing a lot better. Because it shows who's getting the best wins, who's getting picked the most, and who needs to be nerfing and buffing. Because if someone's getting a high pick rate, then they have to nerf him. If someone's getting a high win rate, they have to nerf him. It has to be balanced in that area where now the win rates and pick rates have to be even to a point where everybody is able to be usable in competitive and much more.
We are rolling out a hidden name feature in competitive mode for players who reach Diamond 3. Once it's activated, your true identity will be under wraps during the loading screen, hero selection, and the start of the match.
That should be an overall thing for gaming. That should not just be in Diamond. That's a bad choice. That should be even under that, because there is content creators who do Marvel Rivals and Overwatch, and they get the ability to do that underwards. But to hide your name is very, very weird. It's extremely weird to do so only in one spot. So I would recommend changing that for everybody to do.
Other players won't be able to see your name right away, and after a short period in the battle, your real name will pop back up. Thank you for your unwavering support, Rival.
What is the point of that? That's just a feature that's just there just to look pretty. Like just your name to pop up automatically, and then because of that, oh, now like later on in the match your name pops up. Like, bro, like what is the point of that? Might as well just have it like changed and random like Overwatch.
We can't wait to see you harness the power of the complete Fantastic Four and stand against the dark forces of Dracula. Ignite the battle.
Now, okay, so these nerfs and buffs are actually pretty good. I actually like the way the nerfs and buffs are done. Some of the choices that overall that these guys are doing, like with some of the like especially like you can't see your name, like half battle only in Diamond Plus, like bro, that's weird. That's absolutely weird. But otherwise, the Human Torch trailer looks legit. Everything looks legit with the balancing. I think the balancing looks pretty good. I think that's actually pretty dope of that. I know that they went ahead and put down the actual trailer for Human Torch. So did they do that for the thing yet? Did the thing pop up yet? No, he hasn't. So right when I was about to finish the episode, or finish this video, I see that the thing is, you know, now with a character reveal. So let's do this. Automatically.
Benjamin J. Grimm, reporting for duty.
Okay, I like the voice array. Ooh. Okay.
Coming through. Let's rumble.
Okay.
I'll cover you.
Oh, he's got some rock ability. Let's go.
That's gonna bruise. Let's go, Logan.
He could toss Logan as well. Okay.
Ready to throw down.
What's his ult though?
It's clobbering time.
Nice. Oh, he's gonna be a brawler. He's gotta be one hell of a brawler. Hold up a second. So he's got a charge punch technically.
Coming through.
So he's got a charge punch like Doomfist, but he doesn't go anywhere. He got a charge.
I'll cover you.
Is this like a protective aura? I want to know. Like, this is like a protective aura. That's pretty badass for his tanking abilities.
That's gonna bruise.
Oh, does he?
Gonna bruise.
Hold on a second. Let me see there.
That's gonna bruise.
Every time, I think every time when they hit the rocks, he heals.
Let's go, Logan.
I still like the fact that he throws Logan.
Ready to throw down. It's clobbering time.
Ooh, okay. He's gotta be a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, he's gotta be fun though. I think he's gonna be fun to play, but I think he's gonna be a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, that's gotta be badass. I ain't gonna lie. But alright, guys. Definitely subscribe to the EHG community. Definitely turn your notifications for when we get new streams and new videos set out. Definitely join us on our Facebook group. Join us on our Facebook group, our Discord channel. Make sure to go ahead and check out our merchandise and then support us on Patreon. But this is Nico from the EHG community. Stay tuned for another video. And remember that there's always something amazing on the horizon. I actually can't wait for these characters.